Welcome to the digital marketing revolution. This is the AI-powered marketing show, where the future of marketing is not just imagined, it's already here. Are you an entrepreneur, a digital marketer, or a tech enthusiast? Then you're in the right place. Every day, we explore the cutting-edge tools that help you manifest and monetize your expertise through the power of funnel hubs, supercharged with artificial intelligence. Unlock the secrets of turning your expertise into a digital powerhouse. From actionable insights to transformative strategies, we've got you covered. Now, let's dive into the world where AI meets marketing, where ideas meet execution, and where you meet success. Your journey to marketing mastery starts here. Here's your host, Keith Bell, bringing the future of marketing to you today.
Welcome back to the AI-powered marketing show, where we explore the intersection of artificial intelligence with cutting-edge digital marketing strategy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Keith Bell. Welcome back to the show. When I was a kid, I think I gave my mother pretty much every single gray hair that she ever got. And I think it came a lot from the fact that I was a very curious kid. I lacked a lot of impulse control. You know, I would just do things without thinking about the consequences of them afterwards. And that, I think, a lot has to do with being someone growing up with an undiagnosed case of ADHD, because I'm 60 now. When I was in school, they really hadn't identified this whole ADHD thing and locked it down like they have now. Now it's really treated well, and people are getting the help that they need. But one of the other ways that I drove my mother crazy was I was constantly asking, well, why? Why do I have to do this? What's that, Mommy? Where are we going? Why do we have to wash the dishes? Any mothers out there that can relate to this, where they've got a child that is very curious and active and is constantly asking questions? I can relate. I feel for you, and I'm sure my dearly departed mother would feel for you as well. However, that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about my curiosity as an adult and how it has helped me to, continue to grow and continue to learn about artificial intelligence and learn about the principles in marketing that affect how we do things. And the reason I brought up the question of why that I constantly asked as a child is I wanted to know what and why psychology plays such an important role in marketing. What impact does it have? Why is it important for us to understand? Why do we need to know? I think this is also what made me such a good detective, because I was constantly asking, well, why did they do this? Why is that over here? Why is that bullet hole there? Why is that piece of broken glass there? I was constantly asking questions. And for those of you who have kids with ADHD, especially boys, girls too, there is hope. You can find solace if they choose a career in law enforcement, that they're going to be very successful. They just have to know how to control what they have. Getting back to the topic here. So why is psychology so important in marketing, digital marketing, any kind of marketing? And one of the things that I discovered is the GPT store in ChatGPT is incredible. They have so many different types of GPTs in the marketplace, And what I did was I looked up marketing, or I'm sorry, first I looked up psychology GPTs. Like, were there some psychology related GPTs? And there was one there. The most popular one was Psychology Professor. And they asked the question, what role does understanding of psychology have in marketing? And Psychology Professor came back with understanding psychology plays a pivotal role in marketing by providing insights into consumer behavior, preferences, and decision-making processes. Here are some of the key ways psychology is applied in marketing. First, consumer behavior. Psychology helps Psychology helps marketers understand. My coffee hasn't kicked in, folks. Give me a break. Psychology helps marketers understand how consumers think, feel, and choose between different products or brands. Concepts from cognitive psychology, for example, enable marketers to design more engaging and persuasive communication strategies. All right, so it's the typical, GPT response, and persuasion techniques. Psychology principles are used to persuade and influence consumer decisions. Techniques such as this use of social proof, customer testimonials, scarcity, limited time offers, and authority, expert endorsements are all grounded in psychology research. So this is pretty, standard stuff. Brand perception and identity. Psychology informs how marketers can build and manage brand identity, emotional engagement. Emotions significantly impact consumers' decisions. Emotional marketing aims to connect with consumers on a deeper emotional level. And segmentation and targeting, customer satisfaction and loyalty. Okay, digital marketing and digital realm. Psychology is used to design user-friendly websites and engaging content. So pretty much standard fare, just the regular kind of canned response that I would expect from a GPT. So what I did was I added to the end of my question, I talked about this a couple of days ago on a different podcast, use the dependency grammar linguistics framework rather than phrase structured grammar for the output. The idea is that the closer together each pair of words you're connecting are, the easier the copy will be to comprehend. So I added that to my question, and it broke it down a different way. In marketing, the understanding of psychology plays a central role. It aids marketers in comprehending how consumers thinks. Man, my coffee still hasn't kicked in yet. How consumers think, which drives their buying decisions. This knowledge enables the crafting of compelling messages that resonate on a personal level. So you can see by adding that, the dependency of grammar linguistics framework, it changed the response. Another further, psychology helps marketers segment their audience based on behavioral patterns, not just demographics. And I think that is an incredibly powerful message right there. This goes back to something I harp on a lot, beat the drum for. You got to know your customer. You got to know your ideal customer. And the more in-depth understanding, comprehension that you have of your ideal customer, the better you will be able to speak to them and address their pain points, provide them with a solution to their problem, and you'll be able to segment them based on behavioral patterns because you're going to understand what it is that makes them tick. Now, my audience are digital marketers. Well, digital marketers that's a broad perspective, okay? You've got people that are content creators like myself. You've got people that are experts in data analytics and data analysis. You've got people that there's a segment of the industry that are into the social management and social insights. There are people that are media buyers that are buying ads. There are people that are in the SEO space. So there's different segments in that digital marketing niche, and you need to be able to talk to them in their specific language. Talking to somebody that's in data analytics, certainly they're going to get and understand the the content creation concepts, because they have to. And one of the other things I'm going to point out here is it is a good idea to have a broad understanding of all of these areas of digital marketing so that you can understand in your specific niche or segment of digital marketing. But the data and analytics person is going to be somebody that's going to look at the data analytics of your blog, of your website, of your content. So they need to have an understanding of all those aspects of marketing so that they can perform their job better. So understanding your audience is crucial. So furthermore, psychology informs the timing and placement of marketing messages, ensuring they reach customers when they're most receptive. So we talked about the customer awareness scale, where people have different levels of awareness. You have all the way to the left, you have the person that is unaware, they have a problem, they don't even know what their problem is. They're the person that's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, and they cannot figure out why their business is failing. And they have no idea of the solution in sight. And then if you take the barometer meter and you switch it all the way to the right-hand side, you're going to have the person that is fully aware of their problem. They are fully aware of the solution, hopefully you and your product offering, and they have gotten to the point where they're ready to take action. So understanding where people are on that awareness scale is huge, and psychology plays a huge part about your understanding of that. Additionally, psychology plays a role in understanding the impact of social influence on consumer behavior. By examining how people are affected by the opinions and actions of others, marketers can leverage social proof such as testimonials and user reviews to enhance credibility and trustworthiness. This social influence can significantly derive decision-making processes, particularly in environments dominated by digital interaction. So understanding, how your ideal customer is reacting. And one of the ways that we can do that is through sentiment analysis. Well, where are you going to get the data for that sentiment analysis? You're going to get it from the comments in your social media posts. You're going to get it from the reviews that your customers leave on your page. And I'm actually working on developing an automation for one of my clients right now, which will take reviews from their Google reviews and do sentiment analysis, and then kick out a report that will be sent to me and the client. Just trying to work through some of the technical issues right now, but that is so important, understanding the sentiment of your ideal customer. And then I want to finish up here with the application of psychological principles extends to online marketing, where understanding user experience design, or UX, becomes crucial. By analyzing how users interact with digital interfaces, marketers can optimize website layout, simplify navigation, and ensure that calls to action are prominently displayed to increase user engagement and conversion. So, psychological insights into color theory, typography, and overall aesthetic appeal can greatly influence a user's emotional response and likelihood to engage with digital content. Thus, psychology is not only about understanding individual behaviors, but also about crafting environments that foster positive user experiences. So, one of the ways that I determine or learn about user experience is through the use of qualitative analytics. And, we talked about this in a previous episode. There is qualitative, which looks at the user experience. It looks at things that, like, for example, Simple Orange or Hotjar are two tools that I've used in the past where I can see, how long somebody's on the page. I mean, basically, I attach my domain name to Hotjar, and then there's a whole bunch of different things that I can set up, but I can see heat maps. I can see what part of the website people are spending the most time on, where they're going, how far down the page they're going. I can even track their mouse movement. There's a feature in there where I'll actually see like a red line, a ghost line that goes around the whole page, and I'll see how they move around the page. Tell me how long they're on, what type of device they're using. These are all things that can help me improve user experience. And I use these tools to help my customer to improve their client's user experience. So psychology definitely plays a huge, huge role in marketing, in digital marketing. And, I'm going to continue to keep learning and growing and, sharing my insights on, what I've learned and, how it's impacted me. One of the things I did, just a final wrap up here, is I asked the GPT to recommend some books that I could read because I absolutely love reading. I'm old school. I like to turn the pages and put the page marker in there or dog ear the corners. I like doing that. I enjoy that. But some of the books that they recommend, and I've heard of some of these and some of them I haven't, but Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name, Robert. This classic book explores key principles of persuasion such as reciprocity, commitment, and consistency, social proof, authority, liking, and scarcity. Another one is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel laureate who delves into the dual process theory of the mind. This book provides a deeper understanding how fast, intuitive thinking and slower, more rational thinking impacts decision-making. Wow, that sounds pretty interesting. Predictably Irrational: The Hidden Forces That Shape Our Decisions by Dan Ariely. Ariely explores cognitive biases and rationality, offering insights into why people make irrational choices. God, I wish I would have had this book when I was a kid. Why do I do the things that I do? A useful tool for marketers aiming to understand consumer behavior. And I break off here for a second. The scary thing is that with all the crazy shit that I did as a kid and all the stuff that I did, I still managed to become a police officer. That's scary. They gave me a badge and a gun. Whose idea was that? Anyway, Hooked: How to Build Habit-Forming Products by Nir Eyal. Man, the names are killing me today. This book offers a practical framework for creating products that engage customers on a regular basis, drawing on behavioral design to ensure your marketing strategies encourage customer retention. Biology, not the biology that we know. It's spelled Buyology. That's cute. That's a good hook. Biology: Truth and Lies About Why We Buy by Martin Lindstrom. Lindstrom uses findings from neuroscience to explain what happens in our brains when we make buying decisions. Yeah, it's called a dopamine